It seems that the Joker was right after all. What doesn't kill you just makes you stronger, and the new Emperor's Children models are no different. Citadel has been teasing us for quite a while about the followers of Slaanesh, drip feeding us since last December, showing us images of new sonic weapons, pauldrons, heads, and finally culminating in the reveal of the big man himself, Fulgrim. He was well received by many, but how do the new models for the army compare to him? This is Cursed Crusader Arts. The reveal at Las Vegas culminated with the Emperor's Children, beginning with the Lord Exultant, who is our new Chaos Lord option. During this segment, Citadel revealed the new Screamer pistol weapon option, including the Plasma Pistol, Power Fist, Phoenix Glaive, and Rupture Lash, just to mention a few. From where I'm sitting, this model is a no-brainer. It's a beautiful piece and offers a lot of unique items that we can use for all kinds of kit bashing, whether it's for Emperor's Children or our other projects. Next up came the Tormentors, the rank and file of the Emperor's Children Legion. Personally, I'm always glad to see Chaos Marines with the old bolt guns, and these ones just have a little extra bit of flair to them to make them more unique to the Emperor's Children. Another really cool thing to note here is that the trim is very clean. It doesn't clutter the models too much, as opposed to some of the other Chaos Marine models. Alongside the new armor pieces, there are quite a few references to the older sculpts, making this an enticing offering to the veterans of hobby. Complementing the Tormentors' ranged combat are the Infractors. These are the melee specialist unit, designed to flay their foes while showing off how great they are. It's great to see the beaked helmets again, referring back to the Mark VI Corvus pattern armor. This squad is described by Citadel as a murderous orchestra, its members high off combat stims and weird warp juice. These specifically sculpted bodies are going to be a great tool for any kit basher who wants to create unique models that have a sense of arrogance around them. At last, the new Noise Marines are here, and they're chunky. I've got mixed feelings about these models, but they come as a box of 6 and described to be considered in the same place as Chaos Marine Havocs, meaning that they're heavier and more durable than the previous units. I love the design of the sonic weapons, which are clearly much larger versions of the previous iterations of Sonic Blasters and Blastmasters, but their power packs are absolutely ginormous. They seem to have decided to switch out their old wailing organ pipes for supersonic subwoofers, but I'll be blaming their squad leader, the Disharmonist, for this issue. I think these guys have a little bit of potential for kit bashing, but I think most of all it would be really interesting to see what a Land Raider or a Predator might look like if they switched out their weapons for some of these sonic weapons instead. Next on the list is the biggest peacock in all of Warhammer and probably the most insufferable person that you could ever meet in a dark alley. I've been going on and on for a new Lucius model, but I'm not quite sure what to think now. First of all, the whip is beautiful, and it's good to see the familiar traits with the hooves and the corset, and the torn up face after centuries of mutilation. However, that smile is going back a little bit further than what I remember, and he's kind of giving me Jeff the Killer vibes. I'm not quite sure how to feel about this. However, I think my biggest concern is more with the palette choice for the paint job. I'm used to seeing Lucius's armor as a fleshy colour, so that we can see all of the faces writhing in his armor. Perhaps just a slightly different paint style might suit that colour scheme a bit better. Now, Lucius might think himself to be the greatest swordsman in the galaxy, but there are no shortage of competitors, and the Flawless Blades are no exception to that rule. I'm excited to have a look at the parts of this kit and see just how far I can push my kit bashing abilities. This squad really shows the arrogant nature of the entire Legion, either walking slowly towards their foes or adopting pretty ridiculous poses as they prepare for combat. A really striking element here is how some of the heads have been stretched or elongated, either through the influence of warp or through other various surgeries. After the Flawless Blades, we got something else that's completely brand new. The Lord Kakophonist, who gives us a striking power pose. He falls into a similar category as the Noise Marines with these giant speakers coming out of his power pack, and pretty much every available orifice, culminating in the ornate power pack, which is the dearly beloved Doom Siren. He has a few weapon choices allowing for some minor alterations, but I think he has a lot of potential under the influence of a kit-bashing knife. Personally, I think it might be interesting to see what he would look like if you gave him a jetpack and put him in charge of some raptors. Overall, I think these models look pretty awesome. I think this is going to be a fun set to collect, and it'd be interesting to see what they look like alongside some of their older iterations. Let me know in the comments below what you think of these new models. I don't think it's going to be for everybody, but for fans of the Emperor's Children, I think this is going to be a spicy collection. But whatever you do, make things, have fun, and I'll see you next time on Cursed Crusader Arts.